He didn't buy anything crazy. No vacation, no designer clothes, no big splurge. He just lived. And somehow, $6,400 disappeared in 9 days, and he can't account for more than half of it. This isn't a spending problem. It's not a discipline problem. It's not even a salary problem. It's 5 specific things sitting quietly inside his financial life, bleeding him out every single month. And he has absolutely no idea any of them exist. Here's what makes this so dangerous. These aren't dramatic mistakes. Nobody woke up and decided to wreck their finances. These killers are boring. They're quiet. They hide inside things that feel completely normal because they are completely normal now. A 2024 Bankrate survey found that 57% of Americans can't cover a $1,000 emergency from savings. Not 57% of low-income households, 57% across the board. And here's what's even more unsettling. The Federal Reserve's 2023 report on economic well-being showed that people earning between $75,000 and $100,000 a year, solidly middle class, doing everything right, still reported significant financial stress. Not because they don't earn enough, because something is taking their money before they even get to think about saving it. Subscription fatigue, hidden bank fees, tax drag. These words don't hit like, I blew $3,000 in Vegas, but over 5 years, over a decade, they hit harder. They just hit slowly enough that you never feel it happening. And this is the part where most people stop watching because the problem doesn't feel urgent, but that's exactly the trap. You are probably carrying at least 3 of these 5 right now, and after the next 12 minutes, you'll know exactly which ones. In the next few minutes, we're going through all 5, one by one, no fluff, no padding, just what each one is, how much it's actually costing you, and exactly what to do about it. Stay until number 4, because that one is the most invisible of all 5, and it's the one that quietly destroys the most long-term wealth. Most people don't even know it qualifies as a wealth killer, but by the end of this video, you will never look at your bank account the same way again. Let's get into it. Here's why these 5 things are so hard to catch. Your brain is wired to respond to pain that's sudden and obvious. You lose $500 in one transaction. You feel it. You're upset. You adjust. But when something takes $17 from you every month for 36 months straight, your brain just files it under normal. Psychologists call this loss aversion asymmetry. Big sudden losses trigger action. Small consistent losses just get absorbed into the background noise of life. And that's exactly how these 5 wealth killers survive, by never being big enough to cause alarm. A 2022 study from the University of Chicago's Financial Behavior Lab found that the average American household is subscribed to 4.2 services they either forgot about or no longer use. And they're paying an average of $219 per month across those forgotten subscriptions. $219. Every month, gone. And that's just subscriptions. Add in the banking fees most people have accepted as just how it works. Add in the tax inefficiency that quietly reduces investment returns by up to 1.2% every year. Add in the insurance overlap that duplicates coverage while doubling the cost. And suddenly, you've got a slow financial bleed that could add up to anywhere between $80,000 and $150,000 in lost wealth over a 20-year period. You earned that money. You paid taxes on that money, but you never got to keep it because 5 quiet killers got there first. Now let's name them. Let's start with the killer everyone thinks they've already handled: subscriptions. I know about this one. You're probably thinking right now, you canceled Netflix that one time. You feel in control. But here's the truth, and it's a little uncomfortable. The average American household in 2024 spends $924 a year on video streaming alone. Add audio subscriptions, cloud storage, fitness apps, news apps, software tools, and digital services, and that number quietly crosses $2,700 a year. That's according to a 2024 Consumer Intelligence Research Partners report. Now, that's not automatically a problem. If every one of those services is genuinely improving your life and you use all of them intentionally, fine. That's a conscious choice. The problem is the word fatigue. Subscription fatigue is what happens when you sign up and forget, when the free trial ends and you just never cancel, when you shared a password for a while, then stopped, but the charge kept coming anyway. Here's your action. This week, open your bank or credit card statement. Go back 60 days. Highlight every single recurring charge. Some of what you find is going to genuinely surprise you. Then do this. Cancel everything non-essential for 30 days. You'll miss 2 things, maybe 3. Resubscribe to those. The rest, you just gave yourself a raise. But subscriptions are visible if you go looking for them. The next wealth killer is even harder to see because it's hidden inside the very institution that's supposed to keep your money safe. Your bank is not your friend. That's not cynical. That's just business. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau reported that U.S. banks collected $15.5 billion in overdraft and non-sufficient funds fees in a single year. $15.5 billion. And while some of those numbers have shifted after regulation, the underlying reality hasn't changed. Banks are designed to generate revenue from the accounts they manage, monthly maintenance fees, minimum balance fees, where you're literally charged for not having enough money in your account, ATM fees, wire transfer fees, paper statement fees, inactivity fees on accounts you forgot existed. All of this is legal. All of it is disclosed, buried inside a 47-page terms document nobody reads. Over a decade, a household paying just $25 a month in combined bank fees loses $3,000. Not to spending, not to bad decisions, to paperwork. The fix is straightforward. Move to a high-yield savings account or a fee-free online bank. Marcus, Ally, SoFi, Discover. These institutions compete on 0 fees and higher interest rates. The switch takes 1 afternoon. The payoff lasts for years. Now, fees are frustrating, but the next killer is different. It's not a company charging you, it's the government, and most people are paying more than they legally have to. This is the one that financial advisors discuss in private client meetings, but almost never makes it into the public conversation, and it should. Tax drag is the reduction in your investment returns caused by paying taxes on gains, dividends, and interest as they happen, rather than letting that money compound untouched inside a tax-advantaged account. Vanguard's research estimates that poor tax efficiency can cost an investor between 1% and 2% in annualized returns every single year. That sounds small, but on a $50,000 portfolio growing over 20 years at 7%, the difference between 7% returns and 6% returns is approximately $43,000. $43,000 gone to taxes you might not have legally owed. The solution is called asset location. You put tax-inefficient assets, like bonds and dividend stocks, inside tax-advantaged accounts, like a 401k or IRA, and you keep tax-efficient investments, like index funds, in your regular taxable accounts. If you're not maxing your tax-advantaged accounts before putting money into a taxable brokerage, you are paying a tax you don't have to pay. Now we get to number 4. This is the one I mentioned at the start, the most invisible of all 5. Most people either have too little insurance or too much, often at the same time, in different categories. Insurance overlap is when you're paying twice for the exact same protection. Credit card travel insurance that duplicates your separate travel policy. Rental car coverage from your auto policy and your credit card. Phone insurance through your carrier and through your home contents policy. Extended warranties on products already covered by consumer protection law. A 2023 NerdWallet analysis found that the average American household overpays on insurance by $368 a year through duplicate or unnecessary coverage. But here's the part that really stings. Those same households, the ones overpaying on things they don't need, are simultaneously underinsured on disability coverage. Disability, the thing that's statistically most likely to actually devastate their finances. Overpaying on the duplicates, underprotected on the real risk. That is a double loss. The action here is simple. 1 insurance audit per year. Call your home, auto, and health providers. Ask them directly, do I have any coverage that overlaps or duplicates something else I'm paying for? You will be surprised what they tell you. And now, number 5. This one is different from everything else on this list because it's not a fee, it's not a tax, it's not a company or an institution. This one lives in your identity. The 5th wealth killer doesn't show up as one line item on your bank statement. It's the slow, invisible upward drift of everything you consider normal. You got a raise, so you moved somewhere slightly nicer. You earned a promotion, so the car got an upgrade. You started earning well, so restaurants started replacing cooking. One by one, each decision felt reasonable, justified. You earned it. But here's what happened to your savings rate, the only number that actually predicts long-term wealth. It stayed the same, or it dropped. The Brookings Institution published published research showing that for every $1 increase in income among middle to upper middle income households, spending increases by approximately 88 cents. 88 cents of every new dollar earned gets absorbed by an expanded lifestyle. That's lifestyle anchor creep, and it is the reason people can double their income over a decade and still feel no more financially secure than when they started. The fix is the most important financial habit almost nobody practices. Keep your lifestyle flat for 12 months after any income increase. Every single dollar of the difference goes straight into wealth building. 1 year. That's the move. Here's the shift that changes everything. Wealth is not what you earn. Wealth is what you keep, protect, and put to work. We live in a culture that celebrates income. Your salary is public. Your job title is on your LinkedIn. Your car is sitting right there in the driveway for everyone to see. But your savings rate, your net worth, your financial independence timeline, those are private. And most people spend their entire working lives optimizing for the public number while quietly losing the private one. The 5 killers in this video: subscription fatigue, hidden bank fees, tax drag, insurance overlap, and lifestyle creep. They don't attack your income. They attack the gap between what you earn and what you keep. You can earn $150,000 a year, and if that gap is small, you are fragile. You can earn $65,000 a year, and if that gap is wide, you are building something real. That gap is your actual financial life. Everything else, the title, the salary, the lifestyle, is just noise. Here's your one action for this week. Not 5 actions, 1. Open your last 2 months of bank and credit card statements. Find every single recurring charge. Build a list. Then ask yourself one question for each item on that list. Did I consciously choose to keep this month, or is it just still here? That one question will find at least one wealth killer hiding in your account, guaranteed. And if you want to go deeper, if you want to understand what to actually do after the audit, how to redirect that money and build real wealth over time, that's the next video. It picks up exactly where this one ends. Subscribe so you don't miss it.